Hey everybody, and welcome back to the HobbyDude 007 channel. Hey guys, I want to do a quick shout out for an upcoming event so you can get your calendar marked. And I want us to do a box opening on the 92 Chevy Silverado we picked up a couple of weeks ago. Let's get to it. Okay guys, our good buddy the bearded guy, Jeff Lawless, messaged me this, and this is for an upcoming event in October, and I believe in planning, so I appreciate, Jeff, you sending it early. That way we got time to make some plans and get some stuff done. This show is from the Plastic Modelers Club of Owensboro, Kentucky. So if you live in that area on October the 7th, they have a great show. General admission is free. You've got your vendors that'll be there. There's your information on the setup. The location is Unity Fellowship. There's the address for Owensboro, Kentucky. And some further information. There's your contact guys. Y'all feel free to pause right there and get the phone numbers and info. I apologize for the quality of this. It was on Messenger, and I printed it off, and part of that's my doing, so sorry about that. And there's a blow up of that information. And here is your categories, which I think these are pretty cool. There's your automotive for we car guys. And there's also the sci-fi ships, motorcycles, all scales, slot cars. You know, I've seen a lot of shows now that have slot cars as part of them. Then you've got your juniors or your youth class, dioramas, busts, armor, aircraft, miscellaneous. And then best of show will be voted on by the entrants, so it's kind of an NNL thing there. And the people's choice. All right. So there's your information. But again, if you're in the area, show these guys some love and support. If you've never been to a show and you live in the area, let me tell you, these shows are great fellowship. I've mentioned many times I've gone to shows when I didn't have anything ready, just for the fellowship and the shopping. So make your plans if you live in the area. Well, let's get over to this Silverado. Well, apologies, guys. Genius here apparently turned the camera off after I did the show information, the shout out there, and forgot to turn it back on before I got into the box. So I went ahead and cut it open, and we went through the whole thing and signed off. And when I reached to turn the camera off, I realized it wasn't even on. So it's been unwrapped and gone through, but we're going to do it again. Up front, I wanted to share with you, this was on the original plastic. I just went ahead and cut it out. The Cats Collection, classic vintage kits redesigned. Some of that new toolings and stuff that AMT is doing. And as you see here, all new tooling. Retro Deluxe featuring new wheels and tire options. So if you remember the 92 version with the long bed and the short bed, all that stuff, way back, one of the things, for example, and we'll look at it, is the headlights were just a one-piece chrome, but they've changed that. There's wheel options and mirrors. There's several changes. But you notice this says easy build. It's not a snap type, but it is an easy build. It's more of a curbside kit. But you know, for what I have in mind, just to play with those candy colors we just finished, and I've got too much on my build table right now that I got to do, but this one is in the line too. But let's go ahead and look at it again. But you other content creators, I'm sure you've never done that, right? You probably haven't. Just the old man here. Great box art, really. And really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. Well, let's get into it again. The body, I've noticed a few things because I've got one of the 92s that I finished in the two-tone paint job. I did one in the, I'm going to snap this back on here again. The champagne gold I had done in the past. One that's the champagne gold through here, and it's got the maroon metallic rocker panels in the upper section there, and it was the long bed, and had the full engine, all that stuff. And you can see this is where you could put an engine in it, but and we'll get to that in a minute. But really cool little truck. And you know, I was gonna try to do my '01 using some parts out of this, but I've got a better idea. Someone mentioned about cutting that crew cab, and of course you'll have to cut the chassis and stuff too, but I was thinking about using the chassis out of this one for just a shelf model for mine, not a show car or anything like that. But that's just cool, isn't it? But what I was thinking about doing with this one is white down through here with that candy orange or that candy electric blue. The wheels are turning already, but there are some body changes, upgrades that they have done, and I think it looks pretty good. Good looking little truck. And drop this down, lower it like mine is. But yeah, man. Then you've got some, looks like new tires and wheels. And you know what? I didn't take these out of the package, and we're going to use the little Luca and take a look at these tires. That's one I didn't cut open. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's no printing on there or no raised letters, which that's the way my truck is too. I like that. And drop those things down like mine are. Yeah. And of course this is the metal axles. In the clear parts, if you remember, if you have one of those older issues, you had the one-piece window that just pushed up in there. This is separate, and I'm thinking about tinting these too, especially the back one. And then there's your headlight covers for the new grille. Very nice. We're going to put that back in here so this doesn't get scratched up. And of course you've got your clear red parts there, the tail lights. And these decals, I'm going to enjoy showing these again. These are really cool. Check out the instruments. I don't know if you're able to see those or not. From the angle I'm looking through the camera, it's hard to see. But very crisp details in there. The radio faces. There's your 1500 badges for here. Now, you've got the raised letters if you want to paint them too. The wheel centers with the bow ties. It's just some really sharp stuff, guys. Really sharp. Good looking set of decals there too. And you've got license plates from Texas and Illinois. Then into the chrome. As I had stated in the first version, I was really excited about these wheels, but instead of being 5-slot, which are what mine are, these are actually 6-slot. But I still like these, I really do. But I'm not worried about the 6-slot for doing my truck, because there are 2 companies that do the resin, and there's probably somebody that's doing these same wheels and the 5-slot in 3D as well. But I have seen them in the resin, and I'm not worried about that. I can find those. There's that new grille. You can see the headlight buckets down in there. And that's the same back bumper that is on my truck, it looks like. Very nice. And this chrome it looks like it's to scale. Looks really good. And you'll notice there's 2 sets of mirrors there. And that is because there's 2 different styles of mirrors, as you see here. I think this is what's on my truck, but I do kind of like those. And then, as you see, there's the chassis pan, all molded in. So it is more truly a curbside. And then here is the piece that just drops in up here that fills in the engine. You see just the bottom of the engine. But honestly, you could put an engine in here, and with all the 3D and resin engines out there, those wheels were turning too. But if I do this, it would be more for a curbside. And because of the way this kit's designed, I would probably, as difficult as it is for me to do a out-of-box or a curbside kit, for the most part, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But there's only 3 main sprues because it is a simple kit. You've got this one that has the chassis pan, the engine, and the mirrors. You have this one that has the hood and the tailgate. And you notice there's no flash on any of this stuff. This is really a retooled tooling for sure. And then the interior. I mean, that's it. And with the exception of the chrome sprue, there's really no other sprues to it. There's no engine detail, anything like that. But the crispness of even the door panels, everything, really looks good. And as it says, easy build, it is. Oh, steering wheel came off the sprue, but it's just a factory stock steering wheel. And the instructions are very simplified. These do not open up or anything like that. You've just got your basic stuff. There's your interior, front clip, mounting, tailgate, wheels. You're done. So it is an easy one, but if you're in a slump, this is perfect. And I do get in those from time to time. What did we call it in videos past? Modeling funk. When you get in that funk, you got to get out. So there we go, guys. I think overall this is a good looking little short bed. Just standard cab. And if you're like me and you have a truck, hey, if you've ever had a truck, it's hard to live without a truck. I've been thinking about doing a video called "A Man and His Truck." But anyway, there we go again, guys. Again for the second time. Really fun kit, and it is some new toolings, new parts and stuff added there. So I think again a great slump buster too. But a good looking little truck. Well, guys, thanks again. If you're not a subscriber, head over and give us a sub. We appreciate it very much. Any channel you want to help out, show them some support by throwing that like, hitting that like button, and giving a sub. Guys, we really appreciate it. God loves you. God bless. Have an awesome 4th of July. Love you, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thanks.